Hey everyone, I've had a couple of questions about how to calculate the z-scores from this week's extra credit assignment. So I wanted to do a quick screen walkthrough for that so that you can see where exactly these numbers came from. I'm going to do this with Excel just because that's going to be easier than me trying to video record my phone. So for the scores, you want to start by listing out all 10 scores. So we have 8, 10, 17, 22, 6, 20, 21, 22, 19, and 30. And remember, in the instructions, I warned you to make sure, even though the number 22 shows up twice, that you enter it twice. You don't collapse it down and just put it in once. I think that some of you, that was where the issue came in with your calculations. So once we have all these scores, we find the mean. And the mean was 17.5. And we can double check this on Excel, right? Our average of these numbers. Our standard deviation, if you do the math, comes out, again, there's a formula for this in Excel, but our standard deviation came out to about 7.43. Now, what we can do with our scores is we can make this a formula. So we know that each of our z-scores is going to be the score minus the mean, which is 17.5, and you're going to divide that value by the standard deviation, which was 7.43. Okay, so that's going to be our formulation for finding the z-scores. You enter, you tell it that all these formulas are the same. And so this is how you would have gotten your numbers. And I asked you to round to 2 decimal places. So 1.28 or negative 1.28, negative 1.01, negative 0.07, 0.61, negative 1.55, 0.34, 0.47. Did the 22? Oh yeah, because we did 22 twice. 1.68 was 30, 0.20 was 19. So that is how we find the z-scores, and that we can double check them using Excel. If those numbers still don't make sense, if you're not able to replicate those numbers, please let me know. You can use formulas to double check it, like we had talked about. You could have done it in PSPP if you wanted. You could do all of this by hand if you wanted. But so for those of you who have sent me an email saying, help, I don't understand where on earth you got these numbers from, hopefully that is a helpful start so you can see how those calculations happened.